What up, everyone? Welcome back to Blade Bias. I have a surprise package here. I literally just made a video yesterday about how there isn't always everything to cover, and then I get a text today while I was in class that there is a package waiting for me, and it's from Grant. So Grant, the surprise king, strikes again. I mean, he did ask me to confirm my address maybe like a week or two ago, just to see if anything had changed since the last time that he sent me something, I guess, and I guess I suspected it, but it didn't process. And then today we have this, and I was so confused all day. I was like, what the hell could be waiting for me in the mailroom? I have zero idea. But now that I know it's from Grant, I have a guess, but I haven't broken into this package yet. So let's just open it up and see. Hopefully nothing's going to dox me. I think this is some sort of shipping thing, so I'm just going to put that over there. We got the sticker from Hand to Forge. I love Grant stickers. And it looks like he's got a new box. Ooh, it's like the glider box. He's got a like a magnet, kind of like the glider box. I don't have the glider boxes at my apartment, but I have a guess at what this is. I think it's a Hognose. I could be wrong. I know Will and Brandon Grant just sent out Medusa trainers. I don't think that's what this is, unless Grant is doing a push for the Medusa trainer, but I would expect that this is yes, it's a Hognose. Ooh, look at that. So this is a ballad song. Holy heck, it's light. This is a ballad song that I have been very interested in because it's Grant's first foray into the budget kind of oriented market. Normally he makes things like the Impusa, which are very beautiful and very nice, but they command a pretty penny. Not a lot of people would consider that to be cheap or maybe even affordable. And this should be something to hopefully remedy that. This, I believe, retails for $195. In fact, now that I know that it is a Hognose, I'm going to just pull up the spec sheet really quick just so I make sure that I don't get anything wrong here, because, I didn't know it was in here, so I can't exactly research it beforehand. So 7075 aluminum, 3.2 ounces neutral balance, total length about 10 inches, price is $195. Okay, cool. So this is his more budget-friendly option. I've been very interested in this, meaning to pick one up for a while now, actually, just the funds haven't been lining up. I mean, honestly, my plan was to buy one of these in like a month or two when I got some more Blade Bias funds, but Grant being a friggin' legend. Thanks, Grant. I don't know, man. I don't know why people send me things, but I appreciate it when they do. Thank you, Grant. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to buy something from you eventually. I promise. I will spend my money on your shop. I promise. But let's dive in and figure out. Actually, let's look at it first. Ooh, it's thin and it's a bit smaller than I expected. I was kind of expecting this to be sort of Prisma-ish in the sense of like the overall length of it. But no, this is way smaller. Interesting. Okay, so maybe this won't compete with the Prisma as much as I made a prediction with before. It's called the Hognose. I mean, I kind of previously poked a little fun at it because it looks kind of goofy, but it looks like a snake, the Hognose snake, and like I could kind of imagine the little eyes and then the mouth or the tongue. It's cute, I guess. I'll give it. It's a cute little man. I don't know. I'm gonna flip it now. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a flip. It's very light. Wow. And also, it sounds like it needs a little bit of oil, which I will do right now. It looks like we also have some sort of 3D printed contraption to hold washers. That's pretty cool. I might actually steal that and use it to store some stainless steel washers. But right off the bat, this is reminding me a lot in build and ergonomics of the Haystack jigsaw that I did videos on a while back. Because it's smaller, it's a bit thin, and it's got the long blade with like kind of the jigsaw-y pattern on there. Bite handle works. That's nice. But let me just... That sounds better already. I mean, right off the bat, it's machined very well. It's very comfortable. It feels nice. Little lack of grip here on the sides, and also it looks like it's got like a kind of dip there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It gets thin and then it thickens out again. But you know, grip on the side. That's nothing new in things of this price point. So that's not really anything too crazy. The balance, though, there's something weird about it. I can't put my finger on what it is because it does... It chaplains really well. Like, it's a very, very comfortable chaplain, and it even 0G chaplains, like, really well. But then I go to fan it, or I go to roll over it, and it almost doesn't want to do... Oh, I don't... This is interesting. This is interesting. I feel like this is going to be another Jigsaw situation where I don't know what to feel about a balisong for a while. I will say right off the bat, this feels nothing like what Grant has previously done, which is not a bad thing, of course. It just... Like with the Prisma and the Slift T, you kind of feel like the family connection there. This is like the complete opposite of what Grant does before. You know, he does kind of heavier, more handle bias knives. And this is very light. And, I mean, as it says, neutral. So what is this weirdness that I'm detecting? Why doesn't it feel quite right? Like it flips well. I don't want to make it seem like it doesn't flip well. I'm very impressed with how it's performing, like I said, in 0Gs, and the overall like lightweight of it feels nice. Maybe it could just be the weight. I mean, this is basically bang on with the weight of the Kuno, right? And the Kuno is a very weird balisong. Especially flipping these two back to back. Despite them being the same weight, they could not be more different. Gosh, what? Oh my goodness. Like, it fans well, it I think it might just be the momentum. I just don't think it has a lot of momentum. I have to put a lot of energy into doing specific tricks, and it just doesn't... I'm just not used to it? I'm not sure. What is this that I'm feeling? Whatever. I'll figure it out eventually. Very neutral. Not really detecting too much weight in the blade or the handles. It's very distributed. Kind of similar to the Haystack Jigsaw, where I'm not really feeling any hot spots. I'd say it's relatively distributed. Looks really nice. I love the green. I really like the army green. Kind of reminiscent of like what they have on the Vulp, just more olive instead of like a more bluish kind of green. Kind of like if you mixed the Vulp green with the Arctic green, I guess. It's a nice green. I like it. I like that Grant went for green. Grant also has very, very nice greens. I don't know if he does it anymore, but I've seen a green Impusa that he made. Oh my gosh, that thing was nice. So I like the green. Whoopsies. The thing that I'm very confused about, though, with the Hognose is this is the second production. You can see here, production 2. I've seen no videos or anything of these online. Like, I figured since the first one sold out, not, I don't think it was quick, but it did sell out eventually, I'm fairly certain. And I think even these sold out because they're not on the website anymore. I have not seen a single person post that they like got them or they're flipping them or anything. So I'm so confused at what the mystery of the Hognose is because I'm sure a lot of people are curious what they're like. And this is probably the first time that any of you are really seeing content on it. If you've seen content on it, please let me know. But I really, really haven't. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm really not sure. There's something off about it to me. I'm not saying it flips bad. It flips good. Like, this is not they're packed away. This is not like the Akuma Matata or the Tech Noir were for me, where they were weird and I didn't like them. This is weird and I like it, but this is going to take a little bit of time for me to get used to from everything else that I've been flipping lately. Especially with all of the weight reduction and balance changes and stuff like that compared to things like the Slift T, which even the Slift T is light and everything, but feels vastly different. I can actually already feel the weirdness of the Slift T now that I'm kind of getting used to the Hognose. So I think this is going to be one of the cases where I don't really have too much to say in the first impressions video, and it's all going to come down to the I spent a week with video. Because, man, I need to spend a lot more time with this thing to figure out what I am feeling, why it feels weird. Like, my hand almost feels a bit fatigued from flipping it. Probably just because it doesn't have a crazy amount of momentum to it, and I have to put a lot more energy into it, and I'm just not used to that. So it's not bad. It is just weird, and I do need to figure it out. Otherwise, good job, Grant. I like the build of it. The jimping feels pretty good. Blade spine, it's a pretty comfortable chaplainer. Despite the fact that it seems to have just like a really basic blade spine. Feels nice. I do like the design in person a little more than over the like over Instagram, because you can actually get a sense of scale. It looks a lot bigger in the pictures on Instagram for some reason, whereas here it really isn't. Like, if we put it next to a Vulp, I think even the Vulp would be a little bigger. No, the Vulp's about the same, but the Vulp is thicker, so that probably contributes a little bit. Fascinating. Well, thank you again, Grant, for sending me one. I seriously was not expecting that whatsoever, because Grant just loves to do that. He just loves to say, check your mailbox, although he didn't do that this time. So I'm actually wondering how long that was sitting in the mailroom, because my mailroom's been really slow lately. So hopefully it wasn't too long. Thank you again to Grant for sending me this. I have to spend more time with this before I really give any crazy opinions on it. But yeah, the Hognose. I don't think there's any available right now on his website. Maybe there will be some soon. I'm not sure. Go follow Grant on Instagram to get updates on it if you're interested. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. This was a very big surprise. All right. I'll see you then. Peace.